Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, August 25th, 2023, at 10:02 a.m. in the morning. Me and my twin sister's 40th birthday. Can't believe it. A new milestone. I don't even feel 40. Excuse me, y'all. I don't even feel 40 years old. But it doesn't even feel like a birthday for me either. But I'm not doing anything special today, really. You know, just another ordinary day for me. And I couldn't even go outside if I wanted to today or go out and do anything. Well, I'm in a town where there's nothing. And I'm in a town where there's nothing. And, you know, my main birthday wish is just peace. Peace, quiet, and relaxation. Not new age occultic relaxation, but just naturally, you know, just chilling, or other people will say take it easy, taking it easy. But I just want some peace, quiet, and solitude for the day. So I didn't get that much peace this morning, with the loud vehicles and the loud idiots blasting loud music. But, you know, passing by my house this morning. But I think I went to bed at about 10:15 last night. And then I woke up I woke up probably at 7:30, but I got up at just before 8 o'clock. And so that seems like almost 9 hours. Not 9 straight hours, but almost 9 hours. But I'm still feeling kind of that sleep deprived feeling, but I didn't have that much insomnia last night, you know, but my body feels weak and my mind feels a little bit of confusion, you know, like as if I'm still feeling sleep deprived. And like I felt normal, and then I felt hard and dead tired after 10 o'clock, like after I ate my dinner last night. So I think I ate dinner sometime definitely after 8:30, but probably like after I got off the previous video, you know. I don't remember what time it was. Um yeah, I think I got off the video at about 8:30 maybe. And then, you know, I went and I went and you know took the food out the crock pot. So basically last night, it was before 10 o'clock that I ate, but I don't remember if it was 9 o'clock, 9:30. No, it had to have been 9:30, but I don't remember exactly what time it was that I ate. But um, so I had 2 slices of toast with a little bit of butter, and I had the apple chicken sausage with Gouda cheese. It tasted so good, make you want to dance, you know. And I had the mixed vegetables like with the Creole seasoning, butternut squash, and mixed greens. And then I had 2 cupcakes last night. Excuse me, in advance. I had 2 cupcakes, and I cheated a little bit. I had like, usually I take almost all the icing off, but I added a little bit more icing than I usually, a little bit more icing than I usually would eat on the cupcakes. So, but I love that buttercream icing though. I always did. Never like whipped cream icing. I even hate the taste of the cake by itself on cake that has whipped cream icing. It just like has like a different kind of just nasty flavor. And it's even worse when they got like strawberries or pineapples or something on it. Excuse me. Yeah, but I love buttercream icing, but I hate when they have like when you put cake in the refrigerator or the freezer and it loses its moisture and then it becomes hard. So, but I don't mean to tell TMI, but I heard that the gang stalking network, they control your body or whatever, like a total marionette puppet, puppet on a string. And so these bastards, I'm sitting here having like 2 periods in the month of August. I just had a period August 2nd. It started. And like on August, I guess it lasted from August 2nd through August 7th, maybe. And so then August 18th, last Friday, I started feeling like symptoms about like breast soreness and everything. And I'm like, no way in hell, I just got off my period, you know. And so then this morning, it came like early. It came early. So I think they manipulated and did that on purpose. Otherwise, if it was just a normal menstruation and me being up in here, you know, excuse me, I would have kept it to more likely to keep it to myself. But the fact that I figured as they manipulated this with the gang stalking, and they did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. So they want me to, because I think they know how to engineer and manipulate for your menstruation suffering to be intensified and be worse. Because I never had it happen, never in my life had it happen, excuse me, until this year, like January of this year. January and February, and I think March, maybe April, but having cramps bad enough that they made it's like they were burning my ovaries. I was able to feel it, like as if they were burning my, excuse me, burning my ovaries. That's what it felt like. I never had that happen before, where or a lot of times they would make it feel like either both sides or mainly on the left side. And they would, make it feel like as if they're burning my ovaries. So, I don't have any swimming to go. I don't have any swimming to go and do. I don't have nowhere where I could go swim. So, but I think they did this on purpose to cause me misery and pain, for me and my twin sister's 40th birthday. And for some reason, ever since yesterday, I'm having an unusual amount of flies and, stuff up in here that I haven't been having for like a couple of months. Yep. So yeah, this morning, well, ever since yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening or something, I was doing a video and they had a fly that flew up in here. So it's like I'm starting to get like gnats or whatever again. But I heard that the targeted individuals say that the gang stalking network would engineer or you manufacture, for you to end up with, pests. Like they know how to engineer or maneuver for the target's house or place of living to be infested with pests, or roaches or something. So, but I apologize if y'all were offended by the TMI. I mean, as I said, this is gang stalking documentation. They always make the attacks worse on the target's birthday. And I read Fritz Springmeier's ebook, The Illuminati Formula, to detect and to create an undetectable mind control slave. And he said that the satanic ritual abuse is worse on the target or the MK Ultra victim's birthday. That they suffer the worst abuse, and trauma on their birthday. So even the celebrities who, supposedly have it all, if you hear about them having like just everything going wrong on their birthday, excuse me. So it was about 9:00 and I ate I ate I ate the last leftover potato from not yesterday but the previous grocery shopping from July 31st. The last potato and the last steak. The boneless eye of round steak or whatever. So I had the last of that before that would go bad. And I had some of those grapes from the food bank. And those grapes seemed too perfect. Seedless grapes that probably never go bad. Because it's like, well, they haven't started wilting or deteriorating yet. So excuse me. But the grapes tasted so sweet that the grapes taste so sweet that you don't need to crave candy because it tastes almost sweet like a Jolly Rancher. So yeah, it tasted almost sweet like a Jolly Rancher. I wish I could have been able to take the watermelon and that little thing of fruit, carton of milk and the other little meat, but it would have, me going to the library, it would have spoiled. So it would have spoiled. So I couldn't take it. But the watermelon I couldn't take because it was too big. But that was a big, huge, I know it was a seeded watermelon, because seedless watermelons, they usually don't be that big. So that's how you know that was a genuine, authentic, real watermelon, because those things were like really huge, big, and full of seeds. But I never really saw like a seedless cantaloupe or a seedless honeydew melon. But I've seen seedless watermelons. So, people have been warning and advising to stay away from seedless fruit and boneless meat. Like boneless chicken breast or something like that. They talking about the lab grown meat and GMO food and everything. So if I get shunned for eating some Cheetos, but then you'd be like, here's something healthy, and then you give me seedless grapes. Like a narcissistic abuser would narcissistically lecture me about eating junk food if I eat Cheetos, but if you give me GMO seedless grapes, then you'll be deceived into thinking that's a healthier option. But seedless excuse me, that ain't no better than the hot Cheetos. Excuse me. That ain't no better than the hot Cheetos, So, but but as I said, I know that rumors are and false accusation and everything is swirling around, or gossip is swirling around about, the colorful eggs and the organic grass-fed milk and the granola and the granola cereal and the they're probably gossiping about the expensive meat I bought. It wasn't even that expensive. It's expensive because prices are going up in inflation. So, but that they want to, it's like they nitpick out the so-called negative stuff or stuff to complain about, but then I put my stuff in the freezer, the miniature fridge and freezer, and it's like, I don't even know if they hit my mini refrigerator with direct energy weapons, because it's like the stuff in the freezer is not even freezing. So that thing of ice cream, I would hate to have to get rid of it or not be able to eat it, because they're manipulated to where the my stuff won't freeze. So I've had a freezer full of food before. Excuse me. I've had a freezer full of food before living up in here. And, the next day everything will be frozen very well. But, every now and then the freezer would decide to act funny. The freezer part would decide to act funny or not act right. Or like one day about a month ago, the freezer decided to melt all the ice. And then I don't remember if I did a video showing y'all or if I went to the front office and told them. And then afterwards, that's when they went back to letting my stuff freeze again. And then the online game stalkers making up lies saying that I always enjoy eating spoiled food and that's the reason why I be sick, which ain't even true. I don't know. See how they manipulate and twist everything to make me sound very crazy. excuse me. So, or they would manipulate for things to where everything in my freezer freezes except the ice cream. So I guess they did that to teach me a lesson to never buy Bluebell ice cream again. Excuse me. But excuse me. But when I would like if I go to Dollar General or Family Dollar and buy 2 pints of ice cream, I can eat some the first day, and then the next day I go and it's like the ice cream is like melted and won't freeze at all, while all the meat and everything around has frozen. But when I got the Magnum bars or any other ice cream bars, they stay frozen pretty well. So the Bluebell thing happened at least 3 times. So I quit buying like the Bluebell ice cream. So and I excuse me. And I know they're acting like as if they want to try to condemn me for celebrating, or anything like that. Like, I'm not even trying to have, like, I don't even have the money or resources to celebrate big or do something lavish. I'm sitting here eating leftovers on me and my twin sister's birthday. I'm sitting here eating leftovers. 5-day-old leftovers. Excuse me, from dinner that I had potato and steak 5 days in a row. And, for dinner today, I will have leftovers from last night. I have leftovers from last night. But, even if it was just one cupcake and a small, tiny little thing of ice cream, like I originally planned, they will freak out about that. They think that I deserve to be punished with not being allowed to have a birthday. Forget celebrating. They don't even want me to live to experience a birthday. Excuse me. And, even on your birthday, narcissistic abusers narcissistically lecturing you about junk food, it's your own birthday. But then, you see everybody else, if they can have, like, celebrate for their birthday and have lavish parties, elegant cakes, like, expensive, elegant cakes and lavish parties, being showered with lots of gifts and money and everything. And I get shunned for one small little cupcake. I get shunned for one cupcake, one small cupcake, and get called too greedy or that's too excessive. But, but the same people who say ignore them and don't worry about what other people say, they be the main ones with the biggest negative opinions, though. They be the ones with the biggest fake opinions, though. Excuse me. And I heard that people say it's National Banana Split Day. And, even Dairy Queen offered me this offer, but I don't even like banana split, so I won't even take advantage of it. But, people are saying it's National Banana Split Day. Too bad I don't like banana split. But the fake foster mom, excuse me, I got mucus in my throat. The foster mom, I was 11 years old in 6th grade, I think. And I had to get one of my nose surgeries. No, was I 10 or 11? Hold up. So, you know what? I don't remember if I was 10 or 11 years old or if I was 5 years old. But the fake foster mom pretended to be fake nice. And I don't remember. I could have been in kindergarten. I could have been 5 years old. I don't remember. One of those times I got surgery, eye surgery or nose surgery. Excuse me. And then she took me to get a banana split. But I don't like a banana split. I hate everything about a banana split. Well, almost everything, but I don't like whipped cream, I don't like cherries, and I don't like bananas. But, you know, but I mean, I like the chocolate or caramel or ice cream or whatever, but, you know, that's like if I would go to the, excuse me, if I order a bacon cheeseburger and then say no bacon. I've done that before. If they have like a bacon cheeseburger and I say no bacon on it. And that a bacon cheeseburger that would be on sale or something at Burger King or whatever, Or I used to love that Wild Wild West burger or whatever. And I used to tell them to take off the onion rings and the bacon and, just leave the cheese, meat, and barbecue sauce. It used to taste so good, So, like, say for a typical day, like with a narcissistic abuser or a perp, say for example, today, if I was living with a perp or a narcissistic abuser in which they're interchangeably the same thing, or dealing with the online perps, they might be like, well, how does she expect to have a good day or a perfect day? Or how she, how she, expect to have a perfect day and she ruined her own cupcakes the day before. Or she ruined her own cupcakes. That's their logic to have like a fake license to ruin the birthday for me on purpose. So like, if I ruined the cupcakes by accident and then get into an argument with a narcissistic family member, or a boyfriend, or a husband or whatever, if I had one, or the fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, or somebody in that fake foster family, or whoever, and me get into, if they treat me mean or me get into an argument with them, and they would throw that in my face and like, oh, how you gonna talk about somebody ruining your day, or how you expect to have a perfect day and you couldn't even keep your cupcakes perfect, or you ruined your cupcake, you ruined your own cupcakes, or you can't even keep cupcakes looking pretty, or they might figure that me accidentally messing up the icing on the cupcakes is proof that I'm retarded, or not good enough. Oh, you can't even keep the cupcakes straight. You let the cupcakes mess up. So, but yesterday they had those colored cupcakes, like the light blue and the green ones, and chocolate and vanilla, and then they had red and blue ones. Well, due to the targeting, I wasn't gonna select the red and blue ones. So that's why, I mean, and look, the blue and green ones, that was the only ones of those colors that was left. And it was, I'm glad it was made that day. So it was made yesterday, so it was very, very fresh. Excuse me. So last night when I was eating the cupcakes, I mean, I just had two of them, like one chocolate, one vanilla, one green, one blue. And it tasted so good, like, you know, moist and fresh and good, Now I ate a little more icing than usual. But yeah, like the food from yesterday, like I put a little bit of ice in the freezer. Like the bread that I put in the freezer, that didn't freeze up. The meat did not freeze up. Probably the ice cream did not freeze up. So, I mean, I've had a full freezer full of food and it freeze everything. But I figured that for birthday, you know, I think the gang stalkers hitting with direct energy weapons and making sure my stuff don't freeze. Making sure the ice cream don't freeze. So with the red and blue cupcakes yesterday that I saw, um, one of them was kind of messed up or turned over or something as well. It was kind of messed up or turned over, but you know, I even eat smushed. I mean, even if it's fresh, if it's fresh, I even eat, like, if I know I did made the mistake, I even eat smushed bread or cupcakes or cake that's kind of smeared or messed up, you know, I'll still eat it anyway, you know. But they got some people that if food doesn't look perfect enough, then they won't eat it. I'm like, well, I ain't the only one with OCD. So, yeah, they want to cause me misery that, if I eat the cupcakes and the ice cream today, I would be tortured with doggone cramps. And it's not even a natural period because they had to have done this, manufactured this, Excuse me. But I took some bentonite clay and amazing grass. Like my stomach is mildly cramping right now, you know. So like last night and this morning, like I went to bed last night and woke up this morning with kind of heavy pressure on my heart or extreme tiredness, but not to the extreme from last week, But I'm still feeling like as if I could use more sleep or like I need some more sleep or something. But I don't know if I'll eat lunch today, but you know, I'm definitely gonna eat dinner. But like I guess I've trained myself to not have like extremely heavy or extremely big of an appetite. But I said lately I've been craving something that tastes really, 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 really good. Like I've been craving like just some really, really, really good food. But you know, as I said, the tacos for at this location of the 7-Eleven, they don't taste like any flavor at all, really, you know. But the Stripes by the Greyhound bus station, I tried their tacos. Like it was barbacoa tacos, and they tasted so good, you know. But I said I've been craving really, really good food, and this Dairy Queen across the street ain't gotten really no flavor. I mean, it don't really taste that great. You know, the ice cream even tastes just okay, but the peanut butter blizzard, that's my favorite, you know. But I only had that like a few times. I didn't have it like that often, you know. But I said I wanted to stop eating Dairy Queen. But the tacos, the handmade tacos at the 7-Eleven, they don't taste really they don't taste like they would be that unnatural or that unhealthy, you know. They don't really taste like they would be like have all the added preservatives and, you know, all the bad stuff in it, you know. But but I stopped myself. I started to want to eat some cupcakes and ice cream this morning, but I said I'll wait till later. And, you know, as long as I've been on my own as an adult, I never really I think I did when I was 18 and probably 19 years old, but I don't even buy candles. I don't even buy candles anymore, really, or sing happy birthday to myself, really, anymore. I just eat the doggone cake or cupcakes or whatever. But in 2017, I had a cake and, you know, just by myself, and nobody really cared to eat it. None of the neighbors, you know, they didn't want it, you know. But I must have been on bad terms with the biological sister Ramona at that time, because I didn't even think to offer her any cake or anything. But she used to like to, I mean, she would eat cake more than I would, you know. But I told myself that, you know, the oldest sister, Belinda, you know, she you know, died of complications of a tummy tuck, because I mean, because I like like Belinda's son, my biological nephew John's baby mama, Riri. She said that the biological brother Wyatt was always taunting and harassing Belinda about her weight and everything. And, you know, and then Belinda went into a depression or something. And so I heard that was the cause of why Belinda got a tummy tuck, you know. And then it was, I don't even know if she got a tummy tuck as a birthday gift for herself. I don't know, but she had, I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to get choked up, starting to cry. You know, because I didn't even get to know Belinda or have a relationship with Belinda because of foster care. You know, and that's very fucked up, very messed up. And the foster family, they don't give a damn, they don't care. You know, but Ramona had been fat and everything too. So the biological brother Sean, when we were still in elementary school, Sean was older though, and we were sitting in the car. The foster mom had us sitting in a car one time, and Sean lectured us about all the women in the family being overweight and big or whatever, and that was before we became adults. And so, you know, they got fat family members who call me fat and greedy. But then some years later, Sean became obese because he's a male, but he became obese because of psychiatric medication. And then my biological cousin, Daryl Jr., who they call Dew, you know, Dew and Blake Dew was skinny all these years, and then he started gaining weight, but Blake was almost always obese. Blake, the one who got shot and killed, Blake was pretty much, when I saw pictures of Blake when he was a child, and he wasn't really that overweight, but, you know, Blake was, after Blake got arrested and went to jail, you know, Blake went to jail being overweight, but then he came out looking anorexic, like, and then he gained his weight back really quick after getting out of jail. And then, Blake died, and he got murdered, but he was really obese, when he got murdered. But when my twin sister told me about Blake, when she called me up and when she texted me and told me about the news, and before I can read the whole text message, I got scared because I thought that Blake might have died from a heart attack or weight issues. I didn't even. So when I found out he got shot and killed or got murdered, that traumatized me even more, sickened me even more. So, people have been, like the foster mom had been insulting, talking about me being overweight, and she even condemned my twin sister every now and then, but she will always make remarks about the biological mom and the older two biological sisters being overweight. Excuse me, But Pete, the biological brother Pete, ain't too skinny. He ain't all that skinny. But he not really fat either, but he ain't all that skinny. But Wyatt and Derek had been trying to be muscular, but Mark had always stayed very skinny, So, the biological dad, Arthur, when he was elderly, he was old, but he wasn't skinny at all. He wasn't obese, but he was far from skinny. He wasn't really fat. Really skinny. But the biological niece, Monica, and the biological cousin, Rebecca, it seemed like they're the females in the family that they got kids, and they can stay and Rebecca will stay anorexic looking. Rebecca actually looks anorexic. But but as I said, the foster mom will always, make remarks about, Ramona and Belinda and the biological mom, Frances, and me and all them, being so big and huge. So, I just ate whatever I could when I was homeless on the streets trying to survive. But before becoming homeless in 2018, I had lost enough weight that I got down to 192 pounds. And if it weren't for me ending up homeless, then I probably could have and would have lost more weight. And I was walking 3 hours, I was eating organic, natural, not 100% or always, but eating organic and natural. And, I got down to 192 pounds, and I was trying to eat organic, natural, and increase fruits and vegetables, and I still felt fat. And in 2017, excuse me, this abusive narcissistic bus driver, when I was trying to tell her about the I didn't know about the directed energy weapons. I didn't realize I was feeling the effects of directed energy weapons. But I told her about my sleep deprivation and stuff, and she, before hearing me out, she narcissistically yelled at me and said, "That's because you keep eating that GMO food." But she just, and it's like she tried to act like a know-it-all narcissist. Like she thinks she knows that, but she was, I'm pretty sure, younger than me. And she was younger than me. And she made it like as if she just recently, like a week ago, woke up to the truth about the Illuminati and the New World Order and all that, But people, I would even be homeless and people would condemn me about eating GMO or eating, bad food. And it's like, And I'm like, well, I'm very poor and don't have the money, because there was a point in time after I became homeless in 2018 and also 2019, going to Burger King for breakfast and getting that $1.79 you know pancake deal, and it was supposed to come with sausage, but they would try to cheat and overcharge me, and I didn't realize that was being gang stalked then. And then they would have like, well, you can get $1 of nuggets, like chicken nuggets at Burger King for $1, and then I would go right next door to Wendy's and get, you know, they have any size fries for $1. And so and that would be all I could afford, and I was eating that almost every day at one point, at one point. And it seemed like it's weird because they would have these elderly men, excuse me, and they've been going since the 70s or 80s and eating at Burger King every morning and drink their coffee or whatever. But me trying to go there, I was treated like I wasn't welcome. That was the Burger King and Wendy's, like right across the street or very close by University of New Orleans campus, right by UNO's campus on Elysian Fields. And if I would try to, like, I had that coupon chain for, I think I was able to get, what was it, $1 Frosty? Or was it, yeah, I think it was $1 Frosty or something. And they would cheat me out the Frosty or, overcharge me or give me like a half a cup of Frosty. And I didn't even realize they were gang stalking me even then. And the manager would refuse to fire the perps that were fucking over my food really bad. Or they would give me a hard, like even at Burger King or Wendy's, they would give me a very hard time, But it seemed like there was, at one point, that was just singling out McDonald's to refuse to eat there. But, I need to just, I had stopped eating at Burger King and Wendy's too. And like the one time, like if I hadn't had Wendy's in a few years, and one time last year, the one time I had Wendy's when being homeless and all I had was $3, one of the popular fakes, a narcissistic control freak fake T.I. Perp, one of the popular fakes on Twitter, narcissistically condemned me about eating crap food. He condemned me about talking about me eating crap food. The one time I had Wendy's last year, when I haven't had Wendy's in a long time, or I think the last time I had Burger King was 2019. The last time I had Popeyes or Burger King or something was 2019. I think the last time I ever had Pizza Hut was 2018. But I don't think I had Domino's. Maybe I had Domino's this year, I think. I think I may have had Domino's before I left Pensacola, or was it last year? I don't remember. Excuse me. So I try to not eat mainstream fast food as much anymore. I seldom eat at Dairy Queen, but excuse me, the online perps, as I said, the ones who talking about waiting around for me to drop dead. Excuse me, they're talking about that candy is 4 Dairy Queen trips and a dozen of donuts away from a massive heart attack. The way they just gossip about me and everything, or they mock and make fun of me eating Magnum bars. I only bought Magnum bars like 2 or 3 times since being here. I don't even eat the Magnum bars all the time. But, the extreme heat weather and plus the gang stalking, those are 2 reasons why I have not been going to take walks around the neighborhood. And the gang stalking is the reason why I do not go to that gym across the street. That's why I have not gone to that gym across the street, even though the gym is free. So, since I'm a neighborhood troublemaker, that's why I stay inside. Y'all falsely say that I'm a neighborhood troublemaker. You know. So, oh, wait, hold up. And guess what? Somebody on TikTok had called me girl this morning. I just turned 40 years old today, and somebody on TikTok called me girl. Somebody addressed me as girl this morning. But, somebody that's 18 years old get to be called or glorified as a woman or this man. But I'm 40 years old, still being called girl. So, so I don't know if it was on Belinda's birthday that she got the tummy tuck, or I don't know what date she got the tummy tuck operation. But, like, I think it was my twin sister. I don't know if it was my twin sister Brandy or if it was Wyatt. One of them was the last one on the phone with Belinda. One of them was on the phone with her. And I don't remember. I think I heard that she was on the phone with, hold on, see, you hear that noise? I felt something rumble and heard something loud. So it's like, yeah, I think Brandy was on the phone with Belinda and Wyatt was at the door. And Belinda supposedly went to walk to the door and dropped dead, from complications. I heard that she dropped dead, just before she could open the door. And I don't even know if Wyatt actually found her dead. So, I mean, I have made attempts in my life to try to change around or improve my diet, but I've been chronically homeless for all this long. And, as I said, if I try to eat natural or use natural products, I get falsely accused of wanting status, which is not the case, But obesity is not all about eating food. Like, I heard microwaves, I can't take the microwave out of this cabin. But I heard that microwaves, you don't even have to, I heard that the microwave doesn't even have to be plugged in. As long as it's in your house, the radiation or whatever. I heard microwaves cause obesity. Certain toothpaste, fluoride, in the water and toothpaste, where they put in our air, water, and food, the chemicals in our food, and cleaning items too, perfumes, body washes, that's toxins accumulating, that make you obese and overweight. So when I was homeless though, excuse me, but like 2 or 3 times a week, if I would take a detox bath, I mean, I lost weight by taking detox baths without being active, or without even being active, or you know, going for walks or whatever, without even really necessarily being active. I took detox baths and was losing, like, I think I lost 40 pounds. But then it seemed like when I would be staying up in the hotels and motels and be inactive, but I would end up losing more weight than when I would be out on the streets. And when I'd be out on the streets, I end up gaining more weight. But I would have no choice but to be active and moving around, But I heard that they when they hit you with the direct energy weapons and the frequencies and stuff, can make you gain weight and stuff like that too, But targeted individuals talk about being a prisoner of war or a prisoner in their own home, and feel like they got to be prisoned inside their own residence because, of so much gang stalking when they go out. So they feel like they're a prisoner of war and have to stay inside. But the gang stalkers try to use tactics to manipulate you out of your house. And then they gang stalk you even more when you're out of your house. But as I said, I'm going to try to not let the perps make me back homeless again. And they made sure to implant more, like I had a nightmare again in the middle of the night or early this morning, about being back homeless on the streets in Pensacola again. And another nightmare or bad dream about like another nightmare or dream about references to jail or prison. And then somebody from YouTube who I considered, it was a female who I consider one of my top 10 favorite YouTube cooking channels. Like last year, she got hateful and blocked me on her YouTube channel for mentioning about the targeted individuals and gang stalking. And so, when I was saving my blog post the other day, I came across one of the blog posts and I'm like, oh, well, I got to edit this out now because you got hateful and blocked me. Well, I don't consider you one of my top 10 favorites no more. So, and this lady she would profess to be Christian, but she would act like a narcissistic abuser who was hard and mean. And she would always be wearing a Aaliyah t-shirt, make me question whether or not she was perping me with the Aaliyah t-shirt. So, yeah. But, I don't even, like, it's the 22nd year anniversary of, what happened to Aaliyah. But, I don't even follow the celebrities no more, And then Magoo, from Timberland and Magoo, sometime earlier this month, he died. And I forgot what reason he died, but he died. Like, it seemed like Aaliyah and almost everybody around her freaking dropping like flies. Like, it was Aaliyah first, and then Static Major some years later. Then Aaliyah's own dad, and also Eric Farrell, DMX, and now Magoo. So that's quite a few people. So, like, so I mean, I don't even follow the celebrities anymore. I mean, I didn't even realize these celebrities are narcissistic abusers. Some of them straight up crazy psychopaths. And they get praised for being evil, So it really does. It really is a painful truth that the celebrities really don't care about us. Excuse me. They really do not care about us. And I heard that they get paid to drag souls to hell. Or they try to manipulate you to serve in the dark side. Trying to act like they're trying to convince you to go and follow the path of the dark side and go to hell. Or a lot of the celebrities, they treat it like a god, and they mock the real God, and they serve Satan. They mock the real God, and they serve Satan. So, I mean, these celebrities, like, wow, it's a shock to find out these celebrities aren't your friends. Or the celebrities don't have your best interests at heart. But we're always told to follow these people that's supposed to be an influence on us. I mean, I mean, if I would have known Aaliyah personally, even narcissistic family members and fake friends would have said, they used to say that if Aaliyah knew me personally, she wouldn't care about me. Well, due to the gang stalking, y'all would smear campaign and make sure she hate my guts. I mean, her evil family members, I've had issues with them. So I mean, but, people wait till after you're dead to elevate you as better than perfect. But nobody really liked Aaliyah when she was alive. They used to always, talk bad about her when she was alive. And then after she died, now all of a sudden she's everybody's damn favorite. Or y'all trying to make like she was such a nice person who very well spoken, never gossiped about anybody, never talked about anybody, never spoke ill of anyone. You don't know what she did behind closed doors. So I mean, for me to go to hell idolizing another human being that don't even give any kind of shits about me. But some people say that Aaliyah died young because she had a big heart and was caring, and they felt the need to smear and try to destroy her because some people say she was too good for the demonic industry. But I don't know, excuse me. But this one website said that her and the artist Sierra and some other celebrities, that they had dead eyes or eyes like a psychopath, that they would kill you and then go on like as if nothing happened, you know, and or if they MK Ultra and programmed to kill. You know, I mean, I've heard some, like if somebody like Aaliyah would have befriended me and it seemed too good to be true, and you know, and then blood sacrifice me, or you know, manipulate and lure you into something that seemed to be too good to be true, as a way to bait and trap and have you sacrificed. You know, and I'm like that. Wow, you know. But I think I heard somebody said on some website, I don't remember, or it could have been YouTube comments. I don't, or some on somebody's video, but I think I remember I heard that they tried to get Aaliyah to blood sacrifice her dad, and she refused to do it, and so they killed her. I heard that somewhere. So, like when I used to, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I didn't know I didn't have the biblical knowledge of the truth. So I mean, I used to try to, you know, light candles, you know, I used to even light candles for our birthday, and then later on light the candles again, you know. I mean, no, I would light the candles at 6:50 p.m. for her death anniversary, and then light the candles again, excuse me, at 10:23 at night that same day, August 25th, you know. But I have not done that in years. You know, I don't even listen to Aaliyah's music no more. I don't listen to secular R&B really much anymore either, or I be trying not to, you know. But nowadays, like for the past several months, I seldom even listen to my Christian songs much, you know. But I got a few songs here and there, you know. But the sinful, gang stalking, narcissistic family members, you know, after I became a Christian, they acted like they were trying to provoke me and try to lure me back into a sinful lifestyle when I'm trying to do better. And then they would try to bait and trap me into an argument on purpose, just to give false justification that to for an excuse to falsely justify that I'm a fake Christian hypocrite. You know. So it seemed like if they want to try to, like, they condemn me for listening to Aaliyah all these years. Now that I forsook that and decided to, you know, try to follow Jesus, now they act like they're trying to lure me back into it. Or they would blast her music with a deceitful look and smile on their face and try to mock and make fun. So they would try to mock and make fun. But wow, like, if Aaliyah's own family members hated me and don't give a fuck about me, I mean, imagine how she would have felt. Or how she would have treated me. I mean, if she was the famous celebrity, she probably would have fucked my head up even more, or been more powerfully manipulative, you know. And then, say if I had a personal issue with her, and then I get on a YouTube video and said Aaliyah did X, Y, Z to me, you know, I would have gotten more viciously attacked. You know what I mean? I couldn't even speak against her own brother. The way her brother treated me. People were making death threats when I spoke out against the way Rashad treated me. But I heard that the genders are truly reversed. And with these celebrities, like, everything is like all big fat deception, like the Masonic Baphomet deception, you know. And people are getting mad, but you know, do I have anything to lose? Y'all already hate me. So, you know, the gang stalkers making threats to make sure I don't live to see my 40th birthday, but I'm here. I made it. I made it. So, you know, I won't be celebrating Aaliyah today or listening to her music today, but I won't even be much celebrating myself for the day. Excuse me, but I said that after the cake and ice cream is gone, in honor of the biological sister Belinda, what happened to her, you know, and then what I'm hearing about the food and everything, you know, I can't, living in my predicament, I can't 100% always get the best food, you know, but I would try to at least try to minimize, you know, the bad foods or the processed junk foods, you know, and, you know, try to not eat, you know, Dairy Queen no more, or try to not eat, you know, junk Frosted Flakes, but I don't have that much money, so it was given to me at the food bank. So that box of Frosted Flakes, I guess I'll eat, not today, but, you know, I end up eating, you know, the box of Frosted Flakes, you know, but I would try to practice to eat healthier, but it's very hard not being able to, I mean, for me to go grocery shop once a month and then, you know, the perishable fruits and vegetables last only a week. Some, like certain fruits and vegetables will last only a week. Some of them last 3 days. So Belinda died the day before Ramona's birthday. So she died April 7th, 2003. So I guess Belinda and Ramona are like a year and 9 days apart, because March has 31 days, not 30. So March 30th to April 7th, that's 8 days. And then, like, she died the day before Ramona's birthday. But they have been telling me, like, there have been some people who telling me that, even Lisa Ruby, people were telling me that Belinda's death was a sacrifice, or that somebody in this family sacrificed Belinda. Because I heard that, you know, if people, it's not even natural for somebody to die at 40 years old, you know. But I lived through, you know, to see 40 years old, and the gang stalkers were making threats to, I mean, they lie and say that they own my soul or that they collected my soul. And, you know, these strangers, like, I never even had a conversation with the fake Darnell Williams perp. I never had a conversation with him. So, you know, for him to lie to people and say that I sold my soul to him or that he bought my soul, I don't even know what this motherfucker's real name is or what he even looks like. And it's a white guy posing as a black guy. I mean, if anybody got some kind of mental illness, it's these gang stalkers, not us being targeted. Excuse me, because these gang stalkers be the ones that seek out demons to possess them. they intentionally and deliberately seek out the demons to possess them. You know, so I'm sitting here, trying to get closer to God, trying to better myself biblically and spiritually. I even put my raggedy cheap raggedy cheap Dollar Tree, when Dollar Tree was still $1. My little Bible, the King James version of the Bible, and I got more copies in my storage, more copies in my storage unit. So people say that if your Bible is raggedy, it's a good thing, because that's how you've been using it and reading it. So, you hear about people who read the Bible, and if they have like they use highlighters and to highlight certain scriptures in the Bible, or take notes and write notes in the Bible or something. Or they will have another backup Bible that's just pure, and they try to make that not even have a wrinkle, or they might have multiple copies of multiple Bibles. But it's so much information deception nowadays, like a big huge deception. But I have the desire to want to improve and better myself, but everything is just so scary. It's just really scary, and excuse me, I'm surprised about, I'm surprised at how many birthday wishes I got, even if it's 20 from 20 different people. That's a lot in my book, because last year I didn't get much of, like, the whole world was mad at me and hated me last year, that they made sure I had a bad day in last year. Like, I did not have a good birthday at all. Even my 30th birthday, that was supposed to be a milestone. And my 30th birthday was ruined. In Los Angeles, it was ruined. And last year, it was ruined. And they tried to ruin it this year. Like, excuse me. But it's like, it seems like the wicked people get idolized and everybody cares about them. But the good people, nobody cares. They want to punish the good and reward the evil. And you better not dare speak out against the wicked people. Or people be too afraid to go against the wicked person in power. The wicked people who got some kind of power or fame. Like, if I spoke out on a YouTube video about Nicki Minaj blood sacrificed her dad, and other people were talking about it too. And she blood sacrificed her cousin. I got devoured and attacked about saying that, Nicki Minaj, she blood sacrificed her dad. And then people will devour and attack and yell at you and tell you that you're very disrespectful. That you're disrespectful, while a celebrity is supposedly mourning and grieving a family member that just mysteriously passed away in this weird kind of way. But it's not like that. No, they're evil and they blood sacrifice. Like Soulja Boy blood sacrificed his brother and then went on like he pretended to lie and say it was the worst day of his life, but they say he went on and pretend like everything was normal, you know. So, but they had people who would say that Aaliyah was an empath and not a narcissist, or that she was a beautiful soul. She was the first person I ever heard anybody say that had a beautiful soul, or that Aaliyah's soul was pure. But, you know, some people say she got tainted and corrupted by Hollywood, but then realized her mistake, and that's when they killed her off. But I'm not sure about all of that, you know. But people been telling me for years about my soul being beautiful, you know. One of my first YouTube videos on the first Psych World channel in 2019, somebody told me that they thought I was a beautiful soul. And people telling me that, you know, they think I'm a beautiful soul, or such a pure soul, or a pure, genuine soul. And then once they start, and the people with narcissistic personalities, it seems like they can see through your soul spiritually. And that's why they target you. They target you and trick and deceive you and start manipulating you and everything. You know. So I mean, as I said, I got condemned for, you know, people say that Aaliyah was actually a dude, you know, not a woman, and that her brother was actually a woman. They even said her mom was a man with that Masonic androgynous Baphomet, you know. And they said that that's the true reality right there. You know, they even say R. Kelly and Damon Dash and all them, that they're actually women walking around, or that they, like, people say Chris Brown is a female, like Chris Brown and Rob Kardashian are actually females that are satanic breeders for the satanic Hollywood elite. You know, they even said Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston are actually, well, Whitney Houston is considered deceased now, but, you know, but they said Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston were men, you know. And that artist that they call Whoa Vicky has a whole damn Adam's apple, you know. That's clear. They even say Cardi B is a man. And you hear about the castrato male, you know. And I heard that was a type of satanic ritual abuse. But people being like castrato and forced to, like, chemically castrated or something, and forced to sing high opera voices or whatever, you know. And you hear about the cloning, and that people say that Aaliyah and Whitney Houston and all of them still alive, and that they're not dead, and that we just being deceived. Or, you know, they will say that Tupac was a woman, or they'll say Tupac is still alive. And, you know, all this deception, excuse me, you know, they will even say that Biden is a woman, or Donald Trump is a woman, or Barack Obama is a woman, and Michelle is actually a man, and that's why Joan Rivers got killed, for exposing the truth, you know. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to stay on the path of the truth, you know. But, you know, you hear about the fake moon bump pregnancy, and the celebrities, and the full moon occult satanic rituals and everything, you know. and the blood sacrifice. Like, today is Friday the 25th, but it's like August, like, and you see all these fires going on. All these fires. And then, excuse me, all these fires going on. And I heard in Maryville, Merryville, Louisiana, the Louisiana and Texas border, I heard that there was some fires or something. But they said it's like the Louisiana Texas border, and then I heard like a couple of days ago they had like another bad fire where everybody's forced to evacuate. And so I heard that they got some powerful, like, I heard that when they have the fires like this and the heat, it's when they have all the dangerous hurricanes. Like, I heard that August 29th again this year, I heard that they're supposed to have some dangerous, like, life-threatening bad hurricanes that's supposed to hit Louisiana and Texas. I heard that's supposed to, like, have, like, a couple of bad hurricanes, That's, and then, even Hurricane Katrina, people didn't even give a damn about each other. But they had some people who pretended to be fake close with each other because they were shooken up and scared about the hurricane. But then they went back to their evil ways. Like, even when 9/11 happened, that shook people up to be scared and try to get closer to God and scramble around and try to get closer to God. And then after some time, they went back to their evil ways again. It's like the Old Testament, when people just do evil, and then when God comes to strike down, then they have fear and respect and obedience, and then they turn around and worship idols and do all this evil stuff, excuse me, and then the cycle repeats, But, like, around this time is some, serious blood sacrifice kind of time right now. And I heard about they gonna have this rare blue moon. I don't know when, but sometime, I don't know if they had it already, but sometime in the near future, they're supposed to have a rare blue moon, And I witnessed back in 2016 or 17, I think it was 2017, before I left Greenville, South Carolina, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it was 2017. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I don't think I even had a smartphone. I may have not even had a phone at all. And I went to my P.O. box to go try to get my mail. And then I came back home to my apartment. But when I left out of the P.O. box, I did see, like, it was daytime. And I saw a big, huge blood, like, I wish I could have taken a picture of it, but it was a big, huge blood red moon during the daytime. I don't know what that was about, but it was creepy and scary. And it looked like some world-ending kind of stuff, And then, like, you're seeing everything that's going on this year is, everything is just not normal. It's not natural. It's supernatural. People say this is God trying to get our attention, or that, Jesus is coming back soon. But I heard that the real thing is the devil, the Satan. I heard that the Antichrist will come first. in the tribulation or whatever before the real Jesus comes back. But they have so many fake Christians then deceived into a pre-tribulation rapture. Like, as I said, I tried to do a video, but nobody really paid attention to it, about how these abusive, exploitative, narcissistic, fake Christians who go around gang stalking people and trying to boss and control and bully and abuse people, and they think that they will be the first to be raptured up into heaven. But they try to act like as if Christianity and salvation is a competition. Like they think they're so much more superior and better than you. You know, they think they're better than you. You know. So I mean, you know, they want me to feel the most terrible or the worst about even their perception of whatever sins that they think I might be committing. You know. But I mean, I'm not even doing too much. I'm just, gonna have a regular, normal day and have like a couple of cupcakes and some ice cream, a little bit of ice cream, not a whole lot, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to have a full big, huge bowl of ice cream. But it's me and my twin sister's birthday. I'm here by myself, but, I got a few dishes to wash. Like some of the clean dishes fell on the floor and I have to wash them again. So I got dishes to wash, trash to take out. So I won't be, I got dishes to wash and trash to take out, So I mean, I already did a little bit cleaning up and organizing a little bit today, a little bit this morning. But I got like more cleaning up, So I had a peach and the last piece of cheese. I had the cheese and potato and meat and a peach and some of those GMO grapes. And then, I'm craving for some. I really am craving for some. I'm craving for some peanut butter crackers. Well, crackers with peanut butter, the honey peanut butter spread on it. But I don't even know if I take the loaf of bread from the food bank. I'm trying to not let that go to waste. But if I take the bread, if I take the bread out of the freezer, I don't even know if that would help for the other food to freeze up better. Excuse me, but I don't know how much melted the ice cream was when I came from the store yesterday, because I finished grocery shopping sooner than I expected, but I got home before 4:30, so my excuse me, so my ice cream had been sitting out for over an hour, like maybe an hour and a half, Excuse me, and I never had really tried HEB brand of ice cream before, but I just wanted to see what their ice cream tastes like. So, I'm surprised there were a few people who do care. I'm surprised there are a few people who are supportive and who do care, but the majority of people who don't. But the people who think that they are doing the right thing by manipulating everybody to hate you, you think you're doing the right thing, but you're going to hell for that. That's evil. Somebody who never did you anything. So, you know, as I said, I won't be going for any walks today, or, I don't have any outside errands to run today, but it seemed like they tried to ruin my day yesterday. They tried to ruin my day yesterday, you know. But when I was in Pensacola or Los Angeles, and I would try to go to Denny's or IHOP or try to go to certain places for the birthday freebies, and they don't even wish you a happy birthday, and then they get an attitude with you and perp you and cheat you out your food, or try to deny you the discount, and then get mad that they're forced to have to give me the discount or the freebie. They be trying to manipulate for things to where they try to lie and say that I'm ineligible or something like that. Or they were like, for 2019, when it was me and my twin sister's birthday, and I was supposed to have gotten a Waffle House steak breakfast or something like that, and they perked me really bad that day, and they made sure I was punished with a cold waffle, and they charged me and didn't even give me the birthday freebie. And it's like, they at these restaurants, when you try to get birthday freebies, they don't give a fuck. And they try to seek out to ruin your day and give you a hard time. I had a bad day all day for my 30th birthday. All day that day. Then I came home and cried and had a meltdown. And I think the same thing happened for my 31st birthday in 2014. Then, and 32nd birthday, a lady gave a perp on the bus gave me bed bugs on purpose. Nobody really cared. It's like they go out of their way to make sure that your birthday is ruined. While they got people out in society who go out and they get treated like normal and don't have to worry about people being rude to them or treating them, with an attitude or having bad customer service or anything like that, But they got some people who will have like a very special moment. It could be a wedding anniversary, and that they want to be just right for their 50th wedding anniversary. And that they might be 70 years old celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. And then, if the people just go out of their way, the company just go out of their way to ruin it, and just nothing goes right for the day. And then they got so many people the wicked ones, if they could just have a problem error-free day and have like a big lavish birthday bash or wedding anniversary, or or something, or an engagement party or something like that, and everything goes well. But if you're trying to have like a birthday cruise, or they'll make sure that nothing like everything goes wrong, like everything is disaster for you. And then people give you poor customer service, get an attitude with you, treat you mean. But then certain other people, it's like they can have a life of just being like respected, and everybody idolize, worship them, and treat them nice, and they don't have no problems. But they'll be abusive and narcissistic and exploitative, and you shit on the people who idolize and treat you with respect. If Chris Brown treat his fans with disrespect or block them on social media or whatever, but they still idolize him or something like that, or any other celebrity. Like, I hate the idea that these celebrities, we idolizing and worshiping people who do not care about us. who do not care about us. Like in 2014, I think it was, Jay-Z was promoting this Samsung cell phone, a smartphone, and the smartphone paralyzed and crippled me so bad that I try to turn it in. Like I try to get, like I couldn't even get the discount. I mean, I couldn't even get a refund or whatever. It was some kind of Samsung phone that that I don't even know if the directed energy weapons intensified it, but I didn't even know until after I bought it that it was the same cell phone that he was promoting. You know, otherwise, if I would have known that was him promoting it, I wouldn't have supported or bought the phone. But I needed a new phone, and I didn't have a phone. I was trying to get a new phone. And within 2 days, that cell phone, whatever was in that phone, you know, whatever was in that phone, it paralyzed me, and I couldn't even walk. I was very sleep deprived. And within 2 days, that phone nearly killed me. And so they wouldn't even let me get a refund for trying to turn the phone back in. But I did not realize that was that same cell phone that he was promoting. And then I heard that he was heavily surveillancing people through those phones. So I heard that these celebrities be stalking and watching people too. Like professed targeted individuals say that they've being surveillance and gang stalked by the celebrities. You know, so like they got this guy on Twitter that said he being gang stalked by Nicki Minaj, and that Andrea Jones person said she was being gang stalked by certain celebrities. So it's weird that if for a celebrity to feel the need to stalk, control, and try to destroy a homeless person, because they're after our souls. That's why. So my storage space is, I think, is just about taken up on this phone. And I'm too tired, to be honest, I'm too tired to even work on any writings. But I would like to write 1 or 2 short stories today. And so thanks for listening to me. You know, please look at the description box of this video. You know, I made some changes to it. And, you know, if you want to support and help, thanks very much. Oh, and before I go, though, the Social Security people and the food stamp or whatever, they're not saying that, you know, that if you get those benefits, that you're not supposed to accept donations from people. They basically said that, you know, if you get the donations, then you got to report it to them. But then they'll reduce your benefits and stuff like that. You know, but sometimes the donations, you know, if they might outdo the, like, if a $50 donation, that might outdo the $24 Social Security check. But, you know, as I said, I have been wanting to be a writer and, you know, try to write novels and short stories, you know, work on novels and short stories, you know, and even I already published some like short story collections, and I even published some nonfiction ebooks in which I got attacked by the gang stalkers, you know. So they said that, you know, we just got to report our, you know, whatever donations or revenue or whatever, or royalties, that we have to report that. And then, you know, but they'll reduce that. But it seemed like, I mean, they'll reduce your so-called benefits. But I heard that that's, you know, keeping you in a trap of poverty. But as I said, I wanted to try to get to earn, you know, a living with writing. And it's harder to do when you're homeless. But, what I went through all this summer is the worst summer and the most depressing summer that I ever had, But I'm starting to come out of it and start to think I'm feeling a little bit better, but still get panic attacks and fear every now and then. But, hopefully, if it weren't for the hell I went through throughout the past few months, it would have been so much more writing that I could have gotten out of the way, and they try to suppress me trying to promote myself, trying to promote my writings and stuff, and all they do is suppress and shadow ban. And even other professed targeted individuals don't even care, don't even want to be interested, excuse me. So thanks for listening to me. I'm going to try to be back on here sometime later on today, but and I probably will, work on any short stories today, then, I'll let y'all know. But I still feel like I need more rest. So I'll see y'all later on.